we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Here we go once again. Continuing our playthrough of Halo 2. We're starting on the Oracle. What a mission. I can't wait for the elevator ride of doom. But I'm not sure how far we're going to try to get tonight. I know it's a little bit late, and we're probably not going to get a lot of people coming in to say hello. But if anyone does, I will be more than happy to welcome them in. So I'm kind of thinking about, like, because this game is difficult for me, as evidenced in the last stream. I had a few problems getting past certain moments and certain enemies. So we're going to be trying our best to get as far as we can. What that exactly means, what that exactly entails, I don't know. Game can be hard sometime. Hello, Enthafin. Welcome. I think you're still playing Silksong, aren't you? That's pretty intense. I think that game's a little bit more difficult than this one, from what I've heard. I wouldn't know. I don't play platformers or Metroidvanias. Maybe I should. They've just never been my favorites. I gotta move. I have the TV head woman from Skibidi Toilet on my desk here. I gotta move her aside so I can have my phone up so I can actually read chat. Alright. Here we go. Halo 2. Marie, the baguettes, hurry up. Yep, here we are. This is... I don't get attached to any of these men. They will not survive, except for Ratas Vadam. He is invincible. He cannot die. You can kind of see way clear, because in the original it's all shadowed, right? Like, if you've played the first game, you know what's going to happen. But for new players, it's like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Yep, here comes the flood. Everybody knows and loves the flood. Oh, there was a texture glitch there. So you can see that it's textureless where the... That's fine. Where the infection form's supposed to be. Interesting little texture glitch for you guys there. Fun thing about the flood is that they only take 3 energy from the energy sword compared to most creatures 10. That really incentivize using it against them.
He's using a hollow. He must be close. Come out so we may kill you. Get in line.
Nice. I think I remember his name. Is it Sesa Rufami?
Stand firm.
I'm pretty sure. I might be completely misremembering which is what. Yeah, the grunts are going to be already dead because, again, like, if the infection form touches something, kills it. It's not like in the first game. You get it. Yeah, because I've destroyed all the bodies here, the infection forms have nothing to do except pop on her shields. Which is nice, but I'm not excited for the next, Shipmasters of Vulnerability was one of my main strategies in the latter missions, especially the Great Journey. I just wait for him to eventually deal with the bigger threats. Exactly. That's why they actually don't have Johnson and Ratas Vadam follow you around, is because of that invincibility. They pull him out. And I really like that Tartarus even pokes fun at it, where he makes a joke. Or, I guess he's not making a joke. He's, like, deliberately criticizing the Shipmaster for never being there. But it was a deliberate design choice on Bungie's part, so that you couldn't do that strategy. Which is mean. I want to have Johnson in all my levels. He's so enjoyable, just as a character. So, I remember in the first game, I was talking about how Johnson cannot be infected because he is part of the Spartan 1 program. This is true. That is his nervous system was affected by the Spartan 1 program, but that wasn't the only reason why he could not be infected. It was actually also radiation poisoning. I think it's called like Bohr's syndrome or something. He was affected by oversaturation of radiation due to plasma grenades that further royally screwed up his nervous system. So that's why the Flood can't interface with his body. Ratos Vadam doesn't get infected because he's just built like that. He actually has a story. I think it's a visual novel. I could be incorrect about the exact medium that we get his backstory, where he was on a ship. I believe it was the Covenant Infinite Succor, where the ship was infected by the Flood, and he is the sole survivor of that incident. It's where he lost half of his face, and he becomes the legendary half mouth, half face, his split lips, that he is so lovingly known by. That's the thing about the UNSC, is that they have some interesting slurs for the Covenant races. I think we're gonna be fine. I think we have good weapons for this. I probably should have picked up the other energy sword, because I have 37. Proof of my prowess. Don't do it. Yeah, get your shield back, sir. They try to melee the Flood, but meleeing the Flood is useless in the first 2 games. It does like no damage to them. I'm not sure if they can get killed by the instant back smack. Assassinations might not work on them. Yep. Okay, guys. I hate the elevator rides of doom. Sentinels are quite a bit weaker to damage, I feel, in this one. Oh no! Hello? The energy sword? That was way too much of a lunge. Hello? I disagree with that, my friends. It can be so hard. It is very difficult, especially if the physics engine sends you careening into the abyss. Maybe the Sentinel or like the Sentinels are just really weak to the Covenant Carbine. I don't know. They just seem weak to damage in a way that they were not. Oh, I have to be so careful, man. Aww. But look at that. Halo 1 death pose. Yeah, see, they try to melee instead of shooting the, You also have to be careful about sticking Sentinels, because they emit an EMP burst if they're killed in certain ways. Completely takes out your shield. Again, difficult section, but we're getting through it pretty good. We're getting through it pretty good. Cursed beast. Yep. There's the... I was talking about that in the... sorry. No getting up. I should probably just use the melee more often instead of using the actual lunge, because it's sending me places I don't want to go. Because the lunge is so apparent. There's a glitch you can do with the energy sword and a sniper rifle, where you quickly swap to the energy sword after zooming into a target, and you can fly to them with the sword lunge even if they're on the other side of the planet. Because of how the sword lunge works in this game. I really bet Bungie wished they could have had a little bit more time to work on this game. But I've heard that the development for this one was insane. Very, 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 very difficult. They didn't have the most... they didn't have the greatest in conditions while working on it. Always so unfortunate. It's just crazy to see things that, like, the gaming industry has been suffering from for decades at this point. Just hellish conditions for the sake of content creation. It's insane. Well, look at that. That wasn't that bad at all. I think it was because I used this sword. Usually what I end up doing is giving one of the elites in my party the energy sword, and then I don't use the sword on anything. But this time I'm gonna use it quite a bit on the infection form, or the combat forms. Who's that? Well, he survived. I was gonna melee him. I just talked about how it doesn't do anything, and I was gonna do it because you know, muscle memory.
To burn these bodies. Every one is a potential vessel for the flood.
Including you, my friend. Me, I'm not a potential vessel for the flood because I have main character energy. Carrier forms. I'm kind of sad that infection forms, as time have gone on, lost that kind of, like, eerie green glow inside of them, because that was, like, the flood spores that they used to interface with the body of whatever they're trying to infect. Oh, hello, bud. So you can see there that the flood flip whatever they're attacking in melee. Brutes do that too. It seems to be a quirk. Oh, what the heck was that? It seems to be a quirk of the melee system in this game.
Heretics above.
Okay. Yeah. Come on down, please. Oh, they killed my guy. Speed! I'm going very fast. I'm flying across the room. Oh! I wanted to punch him to death. I didn't realize that it was going to do so little damage. That's so mean. This is a bad, Yeah, I kind of really miss the, foggy glass that they had here. I think that was better done in the original. That foggy glass adds a lot to the atmosphere of the fight we got here in a way that the clear glass does not. But, you know. What you gonna do? Oh, dude, what are you doing? You walked in front of me. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got my friend there. That was my bad. Though, to be fair, he did not move. Gave it a sense of mystery and spookiness. It really did. It really did. It added so much to that idea of, like, something really bad is happening behind the screen, right? You know. I wonder why they made that design choice. I wonder why they decided to change that. Because it's clear that the foggy glass is for mystery and dread. It's to make you afraid of what's happening. Whereas clear glass gives you, like, was it because, like, oh, everybody knows it's the flood. This game is, you know, at this point, 21 years old, and at the time of the remake, it would have been over a decade. They're like, yeah, it's the flood mission. Everybody knows this mission. But, like, you can still have a sense of dread even after playing the same level for, 2 decades now. I don't know. I don't presume to know the opinions of the creators. Believe it or not, the Sentinel Beam is very good at removing the flood from this reality. But it likes to use ammunition. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here comes the Heretics, who so far have been proving to be much more dangerous enemies than the Flood have been. Ooh, good checkpoint. I like that checkpoint. I'm gonna let them duke it out. Hope for the best. Yeah. Waking that guy up. Oh, interesting. A second checkpoint there, huh? If you say so. I'm not gonna deny it. Oh, interesting. Huh. that is quite the hitbox. I wonder if that's hitbox discrepancy. Yeah, okay. They're very forgiving on the headshot hitbox of elites. I think that's also one of the reasons why you don't want to play an elite in multiplayer in this game. It only hurts you because of the hitbox discrepancies and the fact that players are quite used to. Okay. Again, hitbox discrepancies, huh? Players are quite used to fighting the body shape of an elite in comparison to the body shape of a Spartan. We don't fight a lot of human enemies. Maybe this could have been rectified by having human enemies fight the Arbiter. Yeah, but elites are cool. Exactly why I played one. Exactly why I played one. Because elites are cool. Spartans are cool too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Spartans. But elites are pretty cool. I keep getting that video recommended to me every now and then. I think it's like late night gaming that says Halo 2 looks worse than Halo 1. And I'm like, are you joking, mate? I think they both look very good. Just with different aesthetics. I'm not exactly an objective person, though. I grew up with both, and I love, like, that charming, blocky aesthetic of early, like, 3D gaming. Such as anything on the Nintendo 64 and anything on the original PlayStation. It makes me happy to see that kind of style. And I know that we're like in a big retro boom, but most of the big, like, it's like pixel art, which is great. Everybody loves a good sprite. I'm a big fan of sprites. But a lot of the pixel art is like super simplistic. Which not all pixel art was. There were some games on the NES and SNES that had incredibly detailed animations for what they were. Very impressive sprite work, even on 16-bit era gaming consoles. Though, of course, like, those people would have been working on that console with that software for several years. Hey, terminal. Several years at that point. So they're used to working within the confines of what the console offers them. Which is why some late-era Xbox games can end up looking better than early Xbox 360 games and stuff like that. Because they're just more used to the hardware that they are working on. It's really empty right now, and I'm kind of nervous about it. Where is the enemy? I'm a little bit nervous. Is there something I'm missing? Did I soft lock something? Will the door open? I can't use the Skyrim trick. I don't have a platter to clip into the door. I'm experiencing a long moment of silence. This is mandated, I think, by the US government. I cannot continue with my video gaming. I have to wait for something to happen. Hello? Oh, this is interesting. Kind of liminal, if I must say. Maybe I'm overusing that term, but, like, how else are you supposed to use the word when all you're stuck is in a foggy room surrounded by locked doors and the bodies of the dead? And there's nothing here. Should I go back to last checkpoint? I'm starting to think that I broke something. Is there, like, an enemy that I missed? Hello? Can I grenade jump over to one of these sections? Oh, that's bad. Oh! 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 What did I do? What did I do to activate them? I'm not upset that the level is continuing. I just want to know what I did to were they alerted by the sound of the plasma grenade? That doesn't feel right. I don't know about that. That was crazy. Okay. Yep, you were so dangerous. Little guys coming out of nowhere. Oh. Good checkpoint. I'll take a checkpoint. Door open. I don't want to... I'm going to go past these guys. Yeah. I have once had, only one time in my entire life, have I had a grunt from the top of that elevator down to here survive. Only once. That wasn't bad. That section was actually really easy. I was expecting that to be way more difficult than it was. I think I only died once, and it was because of a glitch involving the energy sword, rather than anything that I personally did. Yeah, that's interesting. So they spawn a Grunt Ultra here. And in the remaster, they make it a Spec Ops Ultra. That's kind of cool. That's an interesting idea. Because it is interesting. Why is it a Grunt Ultra here? They're gonna have Needlers. If they super combine a Sentinel, it will send out that EMP burst, which strips you of your shields, and it's not exactly ideal, but I would much rather them be more dangerous to these guys. Ooh, I need to pull. What is happening? What is happening? Who am I? Cheap viewers on Stream Boo! Ooh, this name is in Chinese, I think. Hello, viewer from... or bot from China, I should say, not viewer. Man, they have those Stream Boo bots out in... I think I've had one every stream. And yet... I'm just wondering... Because I'm pretty sure bots are very illegal on Twitch. I think it would be safe for me to make that assumption. But... yet, here they are in almost every single one of my streams. Yeah. Maybe I needed to sleep. Maybe that's why I was struggling so badly on the stream last night. Is I just needed to go to bed. I just needed to refresh the old noggin to allow myself to make correct and pertinent strategic decisions as to what my situation was. Yeah. I know that you can energy sword to this guy, get behind that, or glitch through the... There's a lot of glitches with the energy sword, mostly involving the lunge. Whoa, hello! I don't know how that happened, but... Fine then. We will say that... See, that's why they are so dangerous, is that running attack that they do over and over again is incredibly dangerous.
This will save me from the storm, but you will be consumed.
Arbiter, where is he?
Stinking floodbait boxed himself in tight. We'll never break through this.
Then we shall force him out.
How?
The cable. I'm going to cut it Get everyone back to the ships.
Cool.
Return to the landing
Good
zone.
cutscenes.
The Arbiter will continue upward, cut this station loose, and scare the Heretic from his hole.
May our lords guide you. We shall not forget your sacrifice.
We shall not forget your sacrifice. Yeah, let me just do that to those. Yeah. Hey, don't the Sentinels have a bigger problem than me? Oh, I was just shooting at a light there instead of an actual Sentinel. It's not my fault, right? They make the Sentinels have those big blinking lights, and then they cover the area in big blinking lights. I'm gonna shoot at anything that has a big blinking light. It's like covering the walls in eyes. I'm gonna shoot at the eyes. Bunker Hill reference for all you real American patriots out there.
All my phantoms are in the air.
Yep. No hitting. It's rude. I'm kind of nervous. I've been conditioned to be nervous of how far my lunge is gonna send me. That's crazy. I was thinking about it earlier, before I started my stream. I'm always like, man, I should, like, you know, talk about things. I should talk about, like, stories. I should have anecdotes. Maybe I'll talk about something I found interesting throughout the day. And then I start the game, and the problem is that the game is so much fun, and the game is so interesting, and things happen in the video game, that I kind of forget everything that I wanted to talk about. So it makes me seem like I just have this endless stream of consciousness only reacting to the game. And it's true, I really do. I never stop talking about the video game. But I swear I have other thoughts. I just don't articulate them in any meaningful way. And it's not like anybody's distracting me. I have no one to direct my tangents. I can focus solely on the thing that's in front of me. Which is nice. And bad, I think, in some ways, too. Because, it means that I'm solely relying on the game to be entertaining or interesting. And I know a lot about the video game. And I have a lot of things to say about the video game. But maybe that's kind of boring. I don't know. I think I'm the only view on my VODs. I go on YouTube and I watch my own VODs and I'm like, man, this guy's entertaining. I'm my greatest viewer. Except for you, Inthaf, and you're always here. And I really appreciate you doing that for me. Get right. The Sentinels are quite unhappy about it. This is a gas mining facility. Which I think is really interesting, because of, you know, gas giant underneath us. Very interesting place to have a sci-fi showdown is on a gas giant. Bespin did it. He's fun stream. Thank you, Thapin. You're very sweet to say so. Bespin was a really cool place. Cloud City. This place has a lot of similarities to the aesthetic of Cloud City, but of course it does. Like, they're both gas mining facilities on a gas giant. They're gonna have similarities. You're gonna find cows outside. Back of the barnyard. Speaking of animated movies, we recently watched Shrek the 3rd because we were gonna go through a bunch of the Shrek movies. And I think the biggest sin of Shrek the 3rd is that it's just not as funny. And there's multiple reasons for that, but for me, the reason why Shrek the 3rd doesn't feel as funny is that it feels so mean-spirited to the source material, when you could tell that, like, the first Shrek movie was a really fun deconstruction of fairy tales, but it had a fundamental understanding of how fairy tales worked, and it turned them on their head in a way that was really charming. Which, oh, I should have showcased the glitch. I didn't showcase the glitch. So if you jump at the perfect moment, you keep going up. Actually, wait. I'm gonna showcase that. Is it already? Dang. So, Oh, wait.
Final cable, officer.
Yeah. I can showcase it. If you jump at the perfect moment, you don't stop going up. It's a very fun glitch. I'm going to show it to you guys. So, you could tell that there's some, like, legitimate understanding of how fairy tales work and how Disney... Okay. How Disney movies work, because that's essentially what they're making, a parody of a Disney film. Specifically a Disney Renaissance era film. Did I do it right? I'm nervous. I'm gonna do it wrong. Take it! Yes! Look at that! Perfect! No notes! This is the best game ever. I love the hyper jump. Yes, me too. I'll cut this cable a million times if I could see the hyper jump. It's like saying that parody is best made when it's made out of love for the material that they're parodying, right? Any musical fans out there, Twisted is another loving parody of Disney Renaissance era films. And it has the same... Be free! It has the same, kind of like just adoration for what it's making fun of. And you can tell that the fact it's making fun of it is from a place where they really care about it. And that's what makes it fun. That's what makes it entertaining. That's that mean-spirited nature from people who despise what they're making fun of misses the point of what they're making fun of, because they probably fundamentally misunderstand what makes people love it in the first place, which I think you need to have for effective parody. Why do people like this? Why do people care? And turn the reason why people care on its head, you know? That's effective parody. I'm being... Are you still alive, Arbiter? Yes, I am. And look at Ratas Vadam lying, where he goes, "Your life doesn't matter to me." And over the course of 2 levels, he's become such a bro. They could have just left the Arbiter here to die. They could have just left the Arbiter alone, and then they come for him. Though, of course, Tartarus is just here for the Oracle, as they refer to him. But it does kind of, like, he's such a bro. Every protagonist in a first-person shooter, or any shooter for that matter, needs a bro, right? It's what makes the games interesting. Johnson is Chief's bro. Ratas Vadam is Tel Vadam's bro. And they come from the same area on Sanghelios. That's how Sangheli names work. You know, you have your given name first, and then the last name is what province of Sanghelios you're from. So they're both from Vadam. Oh, they're kind of ruined. Oh, no more, no more, no more, no more. A real someone you can ride or die yet. Yeah, like it's a buddy cop movie. You know what I mean? This is my buddy, and they're also a cop. No. Is his sword have more energy than mine? Is his sword? Yes, English. First language, by the way. Yeah, way more energy. Good lord, you weren't using it at all, bud. That's like 3 combat forms. Oh, they knew I was... Yeah, Covenant Carbine. That's a good face. Entertaining cutscene. Oh, he's doing a better job of hitting me than I am of hitting him. What am I getting hit by? I could just fly over. I don't need to actually fight any of the Banshees. They're gonna make my life difficult, but the cutscene plays as soon as you get close. And there's your reference to Halo 1. where Chief pulls a similar maneuver, but there's no quippy AI to make a joke. That's my purpose, I think, actually. I'm the quippy AI to make a joke. Quick, think of a joke. I hope that was funny. I hope that moment of silence was pretty funny. Oh, ah. I really like, my favorite scene probably in Shrek the Third was when the pirates are trying to apprehend Shrek and Arthur and gang, because I love the idea of a swashbuckling romp where they're fighting in the middle of the woods, but the pirates are making it, like, trying their hardest to the pirates are trying their hardest to make it into a pirate ship. They're using the plank, and they have a cannon, and the living trees are acting as, like, masts and stuff that they can do swashbuckling stunts off of. That's really funny, and genuinely incredibly clever. It's a fun idea. Yeah, and that's the problem, is that Shrek the Third had a lot of really fun ideas, but it just didn't have the same follow-through as the other ones. Also, Rumpelstiltskin is insanely different between Shrek the Third and Shrek the Fourth, and that's funny to me. That they just don't they pretended that Shrek the Third didn't exist. It didn't happen. Rumpelstiltskin? Nope, we didn't have that character in there. I think they were they had a genuinely interesting concept. What happens to the fairy tale villains after they lose, right? And because they're destined to lose. The Shrek universe kind of exists off of these pre-told stories by Grimm or Hans Christian Andersen, and so much to the point that they use those names as expletive. What in the name of Grimm do you think you're doing, as said by Fairy Godmother in the second film? So there's kind of a meta narrative of predestination and subverting predestination and fate, right? That the princesses just have to wait for their Prince Charming, but it seems like Fairy Godmother has a hand in this, right? And Shrek is important because he messes up the Fairy Godmother's plans, right? Is it predestination? Are they playing by the rules of the book? Or is Fairy Godmother convincing them that they must play by the rules of the book? And it takes a character like Shrek to make everyone realize that they don't have to. Such as the Frog Prince, King Harold, getting his happy ending by being turned into a human and becoming king, but Queen Lillian was always in love with the frog. She was in love with the frog. Even when he was a frog, she was happily married to that frog. The fact that he became a human was just because the story needed him to. And it took Shrek to make them realize that he doesn't need to be a human. So it kind of sucks that the third movie was ostensibly about what happens to the fairy tale villains, because they've been predestined to lose. They play with it where a lot of the villains are genuinely just kind of less than ideal people. They don't seem particularly remorseful over their actions. But I feel like it would have been very interesting. Something... it bounced off his gun again. It would have been very interesting, fun subversion, or an idea to, like, explore what's supposed to happen with the villains after their story's over. Especially after the Godmother's no longer around to enforce fairy tale tropes and necessities. But they don't do that. They do not do that. They touch on the concept, and then they don't follow through, which is very unfortunate, I think. It made me think of an idea of if I was any talented, if I was any intelligent or capable, if I was a writer, more specifically an artist, I had an idea for like a visual novel that I think would be really fun. And it's based off of the world of Shrek, right? These fairy tale creatures living in a hyper-capitalist, like a corpo-capitalist world, right? Where you're living in a monarchy, but also there's Starbucks. Where the evil queen from Snow White is the CEO of her own. She's a CEO queen of an evil beauty company, and the magic mirror, right, tells her that Snow White's more beautiful than her, and she goes crazy and tries to kill him and stuff like that. And then her kingdom is taken over in a hostile takeover by Charming Industries Incorporated, and she is ousted as CEO queen of, you know, her beauty industry. And then she has to work as, like, basically the equivalent of a Sephora worker. She's a cashier at an apothecary selling beauty supplies that she once invented. And kind of just following her as a character in this monarcho-capitalist world. I thought that would be a really fun idea for a visual novel. And, unfortunately, I cannot... I am no artist. I am no creator. I am no writer. So I can only have the concept swimming around in my head and it can't go anywhere. You know. But I wrote a bunch of stuff down for it because I was like, oh, this is actually so fun. For me. It would be specifically a... But I mean, like, there's nothing wrong in making art for yourself, right? Isn't that what Picasso was doing? I don't know. I can't imagine Picasso was making art for anyone but himself. It's crazy to think that Picasso was alive during the 70s. Picasso outlived JFK. That's, you know, time is weird. Time is really, really weird, and a lot of people don't realize. There's a subreddit that I follow that I really like called Barbara Walters for Scale, right? And it's supposed to take the lifespans, do some really weird
Heretic.
comparison of timelines and stuff like that.
I would rather die by
Oh, I'm gonna
your
shut up for the
hand
cutscene,
than
sorry.
The prophets lead me to slaughter.
Who has taught you these lies?
There he is. My favorite floating light bulb.
The Oracle.
Hello, I am 343 Guilty Spark.
They took your
I am the
marathon
master
symbol.
of Installation 04.
Ask the Oracle about Halo. How they would sacrifice us all for nothing.
More questions? Splendid. I would be happy to assist you.
He might have killed himself there. Tel Vadam is such a reasonable
The
man.
elites are blind, Arbiter. But I will make them see.
I'm gonna die a lot. I'm bad at the boss fights in this game. I already feel it. I wonder what technology he's using here that these holograms are just as dangerous as he is. Because that's really interesting, because those plasma rifles act like plasma rifles. Those are real weapons. The Destiny 2 Omelange? Yeah. I wonder if it would taste as good. Is that what was that the real him? He ran away. He bled. That must have been the real him.
How did the prophets buy your loyalty, Arbiter? With a new command? A new fleet? Or was it the promise? Their great journey?
Monitor, can you help me out and tell me where he is? Just give me a quick... heads up as to where this man had disappeared to. Oh, he's behind me. As my nephew once so wisely said, you can tell it's war because they are behind you.
Research possible offensive and defensive measures against the club. Indeed.
The wisdom
I designed and oversaw the construction of this
of a
facility.
6-year-old? I don't remember how old he was then. Oh. Ball.
Unfortunate. His edification was most enjoyable.
I had no choice, Holy Oracle. This heretic imperiled the great journey.
Oracle.
Yeah, maybe I just needed to go to bed.
Why do you vendors insist on using such inaccurate versions?
That is the Oracle.
So it is. Come, we are leaving this system.
There he is, Tartarus. He was present on Contact Harvest, actually. So the brutes are naked in this game, and the brutes are not naked in Halo 3. They wear power armor, actually. So why do the brutes in this game not wear power armor? Shame! They were shamed. Only as Tartarus is the chieftain of all... I don't remember how they pronounce the name. Jiralhanae? Jiralhanae. He gets to wear a little bit of the armor, and he has the Fist of Rukt, which is the name of that gravity hammer. I actually, when I was but a boy, but a young lad, McFarlane was still making those Halo action figures, and I must have been around 10, was when the time that they had Tartarus, who was my favorite character in Halo 2 at the time,
Do it and find out where we are.
as one of the figures. So I have that in my bookshelf behind me.
I'm good.
But long ago, I lost the Fist of Rukt. It's gone. Multiple house moves. Rip Fist of Rukt. I sometimes I'm like, oh, I should go on eBay and see if somebody's selling a loose Fist of Rukt so I can put it in his ding-dang fingers. But I don't do that. I'm sure it'd be like... so it's only two ways it can go, right? Either it's nowhere... 3 ways. 3 ways. I just thought of a third way. Either it's nowhere and nobody's selling it. It's either exorbitantly expensive to get a loose Fist of Rukt, or it's really cheap and I've just been lazy and not
The
finding
enemy
it.
ship has stopped above the ring, ma'am. We're going to pass right over it.
Perfect.
I think Delta Halo,
Given what we know about
these
this
two
ring,
levels,
it's even
Delta
more
Halo and
important that we
Regret,
capture
are
the
a lot of
prophet
people's
Regret.
favorites
Find out why he came to
from
Earth, why he
Halo
came
2.
here.
At least that's what I would
Take first
expect.
platoon. Hard drop. Secure our landing zone.
ODSTs.
Sergeant, load up 2 flights of Pelicans and follow them in.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Oh,
Like
but
to
he
move
was
in
so
flight,
ready
I'm
to
going
drop.
keep a low profile. Once you leave the ship, you're on your own.
Understood.
Over the target in
They're
5.
such bros.
Hang on to your helmet.
Yeah, but as his position as chieftain,
Find the
he gets to
bump.
wear a bit of the armor. But his specific clan of brutes are not allowed to wear armor. Good reference.
Could we possibly make any more noise? I guess so.
Nice that you start with one of those. Spanker. Give me that. Ooh. I'm not doing too hot. Oh my gosh. That sounded like Stacker's voice. Such a good rocket launcher. Thank you, Spanker. They did a good job with designing the guns. I don't know if the guns are particularly, like, realistic. No sniper. I don't know if they would work or... Bungie seemed to really, like, Oh! Why did I do that to myself? That was a really bad decision. That was a really bad decision. I don't know why Bungie seems to have a thing for bullpups, but they really have a thing for bullpups. Which is fine. Bullpups are cool. I thought this music was really interesting for this level because it kind of has like a plotting. It doesn't feel like high octane kill bad guys music. Okay, that didn't kill. Oh, did it? Never mind. No, he definitely survived. I was right to trust my instincts there. I knew there was no way that a major would die due to a single rocket launcher shot. Oh, hey, Covenant Carbine. No Jackal Snipers. There is cool little secret up here.
Artillery disabled, Sergeant.
More ammo for your rocket launcher. Look at that.
I hear you. Starting our approach. Hang tight.
Though,
More said than done. Inbound phantoms, Chief.
hello, hello. I want you to have this. I'm experiencing a little bit of frame hitches, and I'm wondering why that is the case. I always love the aesthetic of the yes, yes. I love the kind of like Forerunner technology mixed with, I don't know how you would say this, like ruined jungle.
Here it comes. Watch it.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, you want some more?
Absolutely, I want some more, my friend. Watch that. Give me some more. Nice. Scary, 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 scary. Jackal. What's over here? Nice. Yeah, I think these levels are probably some of the prettiest in the game. Personal opinion, all conjecture, but I do very much like the style of these ones. I also have the Master Chief on my desk. He's somewhere over here. He has a battle rifle.
Another phantom on approach.
I like collecting my toys. I like having my little action figures. They support me in my endeavors. That was one of the coolest things about getting a job, is that I could buy my own stuff, and I, you know, after paying for internet and all the stuff that you need, I can get myself little treats. We're actually going to stay in here. You feel that, troopers? You feel that? I am actively participating in a consumerist society. And I feel good, baby. Oh, oh, hey, a miner with an energy sword. Don't go out there. That guy died. He's dead. I'm not getting my ODSTs out of here. Oh, there was a grenade behind us. Huh. I heard his cry, and I did nothing. I did nothing to prevent that from happening to me. Whoops. Yeah. I don't know why they're up there. They're just gonna get killed by the Phantom. Are they both dead? Did they get killed by the Phantom? Yeah, they got killed. Huh. They followed me down the last time. Unless this is all the way back. If so, that sucks. It sucks that I have to clear both Phantoms again, if that is the case. And this time, both of my ODSTs are dead, because I didn't realize that I had gone all the way back. No, it must... I don't think I did go all the way back. Yeah, there's the... Huh. They followed me down last time and didn't even get, harassed by the Phantom, but this time they decided to stay up there and died. I didn't want to use my last 3 rockets on the Phantom guns, but I didn't... Maybe I should have? I don't know. This is all shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Then the grand scheme of things probably don't matter. Let me see if I can stick this guy. Yeah. Game is good.
Hold here until the Pelican arrives, Chief.
I am. I wasn't planning on leaving. I guess maybe they're like, oh, hold here. Don't try to move on with the level. I've never actually tried to just walk away. I bet you can. I bet you can just go over here and walk. Because it's not like it's closed off or anything. I had never even considered trying that before. That's really funny, actually. I know you can go up here.
Here comes our ride.
Sometimes I like to leave the shade turrets alive to shoot at the Phantom with, but this time I just blew them up. I don't want to deal with them.
I got a good view coming in. There's a big building in the middle of this island.
It's unfortunate that all my ODSTs are dead.
It looked like a temple. If I were a megalomaniac, and I'm not.
Not yet.
That's where I'd be.
You will be someday, Cortana. And then you will die. Killed off screen. Like the rookie, who was also killed off screen. That's several characters who were killed off screen. It seems like Halo has an aversion to killing characters on screen after the fiasco of, Oh, they both have sniper rifles? They love me! Oh my god, they love me. This is the best present I've ever gotten.
Got another hostile.
Sniper's down!
Look at that. This is still such a classic aesthetic.
Kicking ass in outer space.
Covenant has control of the bridge ahead.
I heard
They're
that.
going to try and bottle us up on this side of the gorge. The controls to extend the bridge should be in this structure.
I'm playing a little bit in the classic because it makes me happy. I do remember reading that, you know, this is the first game where they like actively have femme marines, right? And they specifically mentioned that, you know, they kind of went for like a little bit of sexualization on the female marines because of the body tight suits. And would they possibly have BDUs like that in,
one more for me.
you know, 2552? Probably not. At least I hope not. But I just thought that was interesting that they mentioned that. I need to find that interview again. It was actually really interesting. Oh, a little bit of hitch there again. Yeah. Where's your helmet, Marine? I want to keep these two alive. They're cool. They have cool guns. That Wraith. Oh, he drove off the edge like a dingus, like a doofus, like an idiot. Just right off the edge. King. That's my type of movement. Yeah, bogeys. Okay, you two stay here. I'm gonna put you under the awning there. Strange animal noises. Oh, whoa, I got jump scared there. I was thinking that a good game to stream, one of my personal favorites, would be the first Dead Space game. The first and second Dead Space game would be really fun. Here's another terminal. I have never played Dead Space 3. That might be a fun one to play for the first time. But I feel like Dead Space 3 is a co-op game. You need to have a friend. Oh, they drove off without me. They drove off without me. Where did they drive off to? They make me nervous. Where'd they drive off to? Please tell me they didn't die. I love them. They're my babies. I don't want them to die. Where'd they drive off to? I'm worried for them. No! Can I go to last checkpoint and see if I can save them? Or are they stupid and get themselves killed immediately?
Good, bridge is down. Now about those brakes.
Where are they?
Roger that. Armor's on the way.
Where are they? I'm nervous. Where'd they go? Yeah, give me that scorpion tank. Aw, they're probably dead. That's so dumb. I forgot they can do that. I was so excited to have them because they both had sniper rifles, and then they immediately get themselves killed. Like a bunch of ding-dang idiots. Aw, I miss them already. Did they give me more Marines? Could you guys give me more Marines? These ones preferably a little less suicidal. That would be awesome. Oh! Oh, hello. I thought I saw some smoke over here. Strange. I was like, oh, did they just get stuck? Did they flip the hog? No, they must be dead. They must have driven off and died. Oh, so unfortunate. And I looked around for them for so long, too. Die. Oh, still alive. Heartbreaking. I shouldn't have said anything. It was the fact that I said I want to keep them alive forever that they died. We all know that, according to the universal law of comedy, the thing that you say you want to have happen will always be trumped by the thing that you don't want to have happen. This is the universal law of subverting expectations. God, could you imagine if they were still alive, though? I would have one with a sniper rifle, and then I would trade the other one for my rocket launcher, and I'd have them either side, and it would be amazing. And then I'd just point the side that I want, you know, to deal with what. I'll be like, oh, this side has infantry. We need to switch over to the sniper rifle. And then, oh, but nope, they're both dead because they're idiots. Am I going to complain about it for a long time? Yes. If you've been here for a while, if you haven't, I complain about everything, and I complain about it loudly. I love complaining. It's kind of sucky because I don't mean anything by my complaining most of the time. My complaints mean very little in the grand scheme of things. A lot of the time I'm complaining for the sake of complaining. But people, you know, they don't like it when you complain. Right, you know, I can see why. It makes it feel like you are being whiny or you don't like what they're doing. No, I just complain. It's a big part of my sense of humor is to complain about what is currently happening. And it's also nice to just be able to vent about things you dislike and then do it anyways. It's nice. I find it funny, but a lot of people don't. It is especially bad if you're at your job. Your boss really doesn't like it if you complain. More than fair, I guess. It makes you seem like I don't know, a bad worker. I don't know. I just work there. I do my job, and I complain about it while doing that. Oh, he just immediately jumped out of the shot. He did not want to play that. Look at how good that stupid turret is. Like, they had no right making it that good. And this is why I don't like the turret in Halo 3, is that they take it off of the gun and put it, like... And now you can just shoot the guy out of it. Not my favored design choice, but it seems to be the one they're sticking with. Probably because this is really strong, and it is. But in a campaign setting, come on. I think that it's also because the Wraith tank... Like, having the separate turret in a Wraith tank, I think, makes more sense from a design point than doing it in a Scorpion tank. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I don't, like... I'm not a game designer. I don't balance video games for a multiplayer audience. That's not my not my forte. That's not my expertise. I'm just talking from a person who loves this little turret and wants more things like it in my life. Oh, ghost blew up. Yeah, very nice. But I think it's evidenced even by playing this game is that every level where both the Scorpion tank and the Wraith are available, you're most likely going to choose the Scorpion tank just due to its ease of use of both of its main cannon and the secondary machine gun. The boost on the Wraith doesn't really do much for you, especially because in a lot of the levels where you're playing with the Wraith, the enemies will just hijack you if you get too close and you miss your splatter. Whereas the Scorpion's just safer, which in this game, safety is really nice because it's not necessarily easy to survive. Yeah, we're doing good. My tank has seen much better days, however. Much better days. I think I was talking about this in another stream about vehicle damage, is that it's unfortunate that vehicle damage shows so early because it doesn't give you a very good idea of how much health your vehicle has, because it doesn't seem actually tied to any specific number. But I could be wrong. My tank could very well be very close to death. Not that it matters, I'm almost at the end. I'm probably going to get more Marines to help out over here. They really kind of sit you with 2 for the most. I feel like I've had it where I've had, once upon a time, I've made it here with 3 ODSTs, 2 Marines, and whatever they drop out of that Pelican. Because I don't think your ODSTs count towards your Marine total. I saw a video posted, which, there are some people who are very good at video games. I am not one of them. I feel like I'm decent at video games, but I am definitely not a challenge runner. I don't have the patience nor the technical expertise to be able to do things that are being incredibly impressive. Oh, I might be in trouble. But there is that one guy who does videos. I wish I could remember the name of his channel. I feel bad for forgetting it. But he goes through games where he specifically attempts to save every single ally, including like Dawn of War. Kind of a wide range of games. I watched him for saving every Marine in Halo CE. And he did one for saving every Marine on Halo 2. In Halo 2 on Legendary. And I was like, why? Why would you do that to yourself? I think that's true for most challenge runners, however, is like, why would you do that to yourself? For the sake of it, for the challenge, I know. And for his sake, in his situation, it's good content. It's great content. But it's still like, that's crazy.
They're all pouring out of the middle. Let's get in there. Pelican inbound. Let's clear a landing zone.
Yeah, Johnson keeps talking about like, oh, I died. They actually kind of poking fun at Johnson for not coming in to assist with these levels.
Of the middle. Let's get in there.
And it's because he's invincible. They don't want you to have an invincible guy coming in to help you.
Pelican inbound. Let's clear a landing zone.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be fine. Whoops! They dropped that on me. I like those a lot. Oh! Oh, that sucks. That was a bad thing I did right there. That was a bad bit of platforming and maneuvering on my part. Yeah, there we go. It was actually a clever tactical maneuver to get behind the enemy and attack them where they least expect it. It was completely planned and showcases my quick thinking, my wit, and my cunning tactics in order to overcome the enemy in the moment. Everything I've ever said about being bad at games was just another aspect of this clever tactical personality. And you've been deceived. Oh! Yep, there's another example of my clever and tactician. I can't even say the words now. Because I did a stupid. You know, it's hubris. It's hubris. Again, it is the law of comedy. Right? It is the law of comedy. Oh, man. Checkpoint done. I have a new checkpoint after my spread.
I don't care what you saw. Chill.
Yeah, we now have many Marines. Don't go in alone. Don't go in alone.
Don't let up, sir.
No.
That's the way.
Okay.
I found one.
If you guys could shoot this guy, that would be awesome. Or you can look at him. You can kind of just look at him. That's. I want to know numbers. I wish I knew numbers. Like, specifically how much health things have, how much damage things do. I want to know that stuff. I love knowing that stuff. I bet I could look it up if I wasn't so... dare I say lazy. I would spend hours as a kid on wiki-walks, just of games that I liked, such as this one, or Halo, or of course we're playing Halo, or of just other games that I enjoyed. Reading, enjoying history, lore, stuff just like that. And I don't have the time anymore to do that. I need to go back and get ammo. I didn't get the ammo I needed. I'm gonna run out of ammo on all my guns. Hopefully no one dies in my absence. That would be really unfortunate. I should have traded one of these guys' submachine guns for a sniper rifle. That would have been really nice to play around with. I think I can give them a beam rifle, but I don't know. Are they... someone might die in my absence. Because these Marines aren't particularly good at killing anything. Alright, let's move up. That or the Covenant's just really bad at dying. Yeah, I do want someone to have this Covenant carbine. You guys just sitting around?
Yeah, knock yourself out, dude. In a gesture of peace and reconciliation, the prophets promised to bind the means of the Forerunners' transcendence and to share this knowledge with the elites.
Ah, here's lore.
To defend the prophets as they search. A simple arrangement that has become our binding covenant.
Yeah, so that's why they work together.
Transcendence, huh? More like mass suicide.
So yeah, there you go. Now you know the religion of the Covenant. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, it looks like they're stuck. I don't know if they're going to follow me. That's okay, though. I came into this world alone, and I shall leave it alone. That's incorrect. Everybody has at least their mom. No, I didn't. I'm a velociraptor. What are you looking at? Why are you looking straight up, Marine? Is it just you two? Are you going to be the only ones who follow? That's fine. Covenant Carbine guy seems to be pretty content. Off the rock, through the bush, and nothing but Jackal.
You always bring me to such nice places.
I'm not sure where the sniper jackals are. Been a hot second. Nervous. I know the drones come out when you start walking a little bit ahead. And I'm not excited for that. Yeah, 84 rounds per battle rifle, not bad. Ha! I love the little flip. Yeah, they always do the little flip when you hit him in the head, huh? Always check behind waterfalls. In every video game. Oh, they're being aggressive. Yeah, they're not letting me heal. Yep. I think that's the big problem with drones, is that you don't realistically have a place to have cover from them. I knew they were coming and I still got caught out.
You always bring me to such nice places.
Where's the other sniper? There he is. I don't know why I'm trying to no-scope him. I don't need to prove anything. Just felt like it, guys. Okay. And this game's already difficult enough without you having an enemy that can always just kind of fly where you are, making your existence quite difficult. Again, drones would have been way less bad. Look at that. They don't... Now they can kind of flinch, but they don't do that roll anymore as you're shooting them. That's one of the easiest ways to deal with them in the first Halo game, is wait for them to take a roll. Ooh, nice. Feminine vocals, probably actually sang by a woman this time and not Marty O'Donnell. I think it's funny that jackals drop plasma grenades, but don't actually... Yeah. Okay, we're doing a little bit better this time. I'm not stuck behind a rock. They spawn a lot of drones in these couple of levels. Okay. Very nice. Less nice. Okay, we're in a similar situation to where we were last time. Yeah, we're in a very similar situation to where we were last time. Oh! Sniper Jackal! Yep. Everything that people don't like about Halo 2 happened there. Sniper Jackal drones. Oh, can you imagine sniper drones? That would be nice. I think that would be a great addition to the difficulty of the... Oh, I should have known that was gonna happen. Okay, this time... Yeah, we're gonna do that. Edie still lives. I wonder if there's lyrics. Oh, there's a second sniper. A second sniper has hit the tunnel. Hope everyone remembered 9/11. Have a very merry remembering. I know the Anchorage police forgot. They did a pretty poor job remembering. Oh, he's scarred. I was very little. Ooh. So I can't say that my memory is exactly clear on the tragic events. But I did. I went to the memorial in New York and in DC. Both are very sobering experiences. Especially because the one in DC is quite close to the Korean War memorial. There's a war that most people do not. They don't think about. Yeah, even though it created two. Well, one that is an incredibly important ally and one that has been a sworn enemy ever since. Important part of American history that we just do not... We just don't talk about. Vietnam gets way more airplay. Because it's also, like, I think it's more recent. And I don't know if more Americans died in Vietnam than they did in Korea. I know Korea was a stalemate and Vietnam was, a disaster. We shall call it. But the Korean War Memorial was quite, the Vietnam War Memorial was quite amazing. We went to the Iwo Jima, the flag raising.
No word about an amber clad.
Here's another...
It's odd. The Covenant know we made landfall.
Perished ODST.
A very serious threat.
With a sniper rifle. They really want you to use a sniper rifle this level, but I've been stubbornly holding on to my rocket launcher. I immediately got rid of my SMG though. No. Ah, why did I do that to myself? That was there was no point for me to do that to myself, and yet I did. Okay. How many times have I thrown myself off a cliff in this game? Just like with no point nor purpose. I guess I yearn for the void. My body wishes to return to the abyss. For whatever reason I cannot say. But it calls to me. A grand jeté into the darkness. There's going to be a bunch of drones coming in. Hold C. What the... it tells you I forgot my own dual wielding controls. Drones. There's another one coming. They have just maybe a little bit too much health. This is my complaint. They have a little bit too much health. I think Halo 3 does it right, where there's a trillion billion of them, and they have no health whatsoever. That makes them feel much more like an insect swarm. These guys... Like, they come in groups of 4, and they have a lot of health. I feel very lonely. All of my Marines have abandoned me. Honor guard. Very cool enemies. Ah! No, don't touch.
Honor guards.
Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Oh, okay. Another one. He survived and had shield left. You needed to direct hit them to kill them with the, Oh. That's scary. Yeah. Hopefully I interrupted his shield recharge. I don't know how much damage I actually did to his shield. Nice. 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 Oh. Yep, here we go. Regret. This is a good level. I keep popping my fingers. You probably can all hear it. That's why I need a pop filter for my microphone. Not for my P's and B's, but for my fingers.
Wait, go back.
I had a friend come over and looks at my microphone setup and goes, "You need a pop filter on that thing." And I'm like, absolutely, I do not.
The Prophet of Regret is planned to activate Halo.
Are you sure?
I shall light this holy ring, release its cleansing flame, and burn a path into the divine beyond.
Pretty much.
Commander, we've got a problem.
So I hear. But from what I understand, the Prophet will need an object, the Index, to activate the ring. I've located a library similar to the one you found on the first Halo. If the rings work the same way, the Index should be inside.
I'll bet the Covenant are thinking the exact same thing.
Then we better beat them to it, Sergeant. Extract your men and meet me at the library.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll secure the Index,
Uh-oh.
Chief. You take out the Prophet. He's given us all the intel we need.
That's where In Amber Clad gets rocked. Oh, they took my guns! What? How dare you? I didn't know they did that. Why would they do that? Why would I ever want this? Ooh, frame hitches again. I'm wondering if that's a technical issue I can fix, or if that's just because of the stream being... Again,
Did we make it?
the internet technicality, bad. Me no know. Me no know nothing. God, you're so cool. Also, they didn't give me any ammo for the guns I start with.
Forerunners built these new structures around the old to protect them, honor them. Pure speculation, mind you. I need to make
Oh, I'm experiencing some nasty hitches. I'm really wondering why that is. Because that's not good. I spent a few dollars on this machine, so I'm pretty sure it's... That was bad. Hey, be nice to me, Laura Prepin Marine.
Mind you. I need to make a thorough survey to be sure.
Dead. Okay, let's try that again. Noob combo! Oh god. Yeah, that's really distracting. That's currently affecting me. Ha! No! So many plasma grenades. You were so lucky. I was so certain that she was dead. Why do you have a sword? Why do you have a sword? My sword. I'm gonna borrow this. Does it happen in the old graphics, or is it just something that happens in the new graphics? Because if so, I really don't think that my computer should be having trouble running Halo 2 Anniversary. Because I can run Total War Warhammer 3 on max graphics at like 247 frames a second. So, I don't know why it's experiencing this terror. Huh.
And the crowd goes wild.
Thanks. Do you want this?
Better than flowers any day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Alright. It does seem to be because of the... I don't like that. I don't like that knowledge. That feels like cursed knowledge. A little bit of health on these guys. Ow, 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 ow. Get rid of that guy. It's much easier to hip fire the sniper rifle on PC than it is on console. But that's probably not a fascinating statement. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. Why is there so many sniper jackals here?
That's all right. I'd hide from
Well
it, too.
hidden.
There's one.
Yeah. Ow. Ow. Freaking dangerous enemies. What else is new, though? Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna get, I think hunters do not care about the... Hey, come here. I'm gonna borrow this for the hunters. I feel like hunters do not care about the energy sword in this one. Am I wrong about that? Can hunters be killed by the energy sword? Everybody get down. Don't stand out here. Get away from the phantoms. Yes, they seem to not care. Oh! Life is pain. I want the Marines to move out of the way of the hunters. I don't want them to just stand where the hunters are going to be. Everybody get into that building, actually. I would really prefer if you got into the building. It would be smart. One of them is smart. The other one is dumb. You guys should get into the building. One down. Laura Preppin's dead.
Cortana, the Covenant's getting...
That's not
I
ideal.
don't want to give away my position, so I'm rerouting a few stragglers back to you. I apologize. These Pelicans are all the support you're gonna get.
Well, at least they're not going to be subsumed by the flood. Because, that place sucks. People gotta stop following the chief places. They always get eaten by the flood. There's not a lot of Marines that survive missions with the chief. What about you? You survive missions with the chief?
I'm with you, sir.
Yeah, you're with me, bud. I'm gonna try to switch back and see what happens.
Gondola is launching from the far towers. Big surprise, it's full of Covenant reinforcements.
We're gonna take a few shots. Yeah, moving platforms yet more. Ah, it's still tearing.
We done here?
Yeah, we're done here, Marine. Yeah, actually, I think we're gonna stick with the weapons we got.
Hey, get ready now.
What? How does this keep happening to me? How does this keep happening to me? Use a single shot sniper weapon and then shoot another guy in the back of the head. Why does this keep happening? Dead jackal. Yeah, but it seems like they added another death pose for elites and jackals. You guys on? That wasn't in the base. Ooh, I almost fell off the platform because I was jumping stupid again. Almost did that to myself yet again. I had not considered the drone menace. Okay, we're good.
Hey, wake up, mate. Time to die.
You're very aggressive.
Oh, hell yeah.
You. I hope you don't got
This
motion
lake
sickness.
couldn't have been formed by volcanic action, which means it was either built this way on purpose or was created by some other cataclysmic event.
Pretty neat.
I'm sorry. Were you trying to kill something?
No, keep talking about geology. It's really cool. More bugs! Huh. Not ideal. Here we go. Worst gun in the game. But it's dual-wielded, so maybe it's not that bad.
Never better.
Is that hitting? Oh, it is, a little bit. Yeah, look at that! Took him out from a million billion miles away with two, count them, two, oh, they're coming in.
Careful, mate.
Two, count them, two plasma pistols.
Bastard.
Why is it so bad at killing even the most basic of enemies? Oh, that went wild.
Contact.
Oh, don't fall off the edge.
Oh, I had that one out. Come back so I can kill you.
Nervous. I met a strange lady. She made me nervous.
Oh, I hear you.
She took me in and made me breakfast.
Don't go over there, cabron.
Who was man? Oh. Who was Land Down Under? Do you come from a land down under? That's gonna bother me.
Shouldn't you little
Where
buggies
women
be
glow
asleep?
and men plunder. I know you can get
Zip
up
us
there.
Okay? Take your time. I ain't going anywhere.
That's one of those lines that bounces around in my head. Take your time, I'm not going anywhere. That and from the first game, what the hell? Did something just hit us? I think about those lines a lot. I'm kind of sad when I was doing my playthrough of Halo 1 that I completely missed it because I was probably yapping about something unimportant. Just walked straight through it. The Halo 1 also, like, my first levels of Halo 1, that stream is, like, completely gone now, too, because I didn't save the VOD. So my very first, like, my first two streams, actually, are completely lost to time. And I think there's a bit of tragedy in that nobody will ever see. And I mean nobody, because I think, like, one person each watched both of those streams. That they're gone. At least the other ones have been saved for posterity. I was talking about in one of my earlier streams that I was pretty... You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. You're joking. I fell into another abyss.
There's a submerged...
I fell into another abyss. This is an interesting... This is an interesting... Bug, bug, bug. They recommended my first VOD, YouTube. They recommended my first VOD to 200-ish people. And then they stopped. About 1% of those people clicked on it, and the average watch time is like 13 seconds. Which is not ideal. It seems like a lot of accidental clicks. They will remain in my memory. Yes, in Pathan. They will remain in your memory forever. You were the one person. And I appreciate you every time. It is very, very nice. Hey, look, fuel rod gun. Any of y'all want to know where a fuel rod gun is? It's right there. I'm probably not going to use it. Well, energy sword or fuel rod gun. I think we haven't gotten... No, there was some in the Arbiter missions that I didn't use there either. I could give it to one of the Marines and make my life way more difficult. Let's use it for here. Well, one of our guys died. I think fuel rod gun and energy sword is a really bad combination, but it's kind of calling to me. It's calling to me the way the Green Goblin mask calls to Norman Osborn. I think that's his name. I haven't watched Spider-Man in a long time. You know what I do watch pretty often, though, every now and then, is the Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck? Is that his name? And whoever plays Elektra. God bless. And Michael Clark Duncan as Kingpin. What a movie. What a film. I love watching bad. Ooh. Your neck looks like it's been put on backwards. Oh, and look at that. He's on a ride. Oh no.
Arguing that no human presence was
ay, ay, ay.
That explains why there were so few ships in his fleet. But it's odd a prophet would have such bad intel about his enemy's homeworld.
Yeah, still getting a little bit of hitches. That's interesting. I'm wondering why I'm getting hitches in the remastered aesthetics. I wonder what I did wrong with something with the settings. Yeah, the movie's really bad. The Daredevil movie's really bad, but in a way that makes me really happy. I mean, how could you not, like, lose your mind at an unironic training montage being set to Wake Me Up, My Immortal, or what My Immortal is the, is that the name of the song, or is that a different song by Evanescence? I'm blanking on the name of that song for Evanescence, but is it Wake Me Up? I probably sound dumb, but I adore it. It's so funny. Jennifer Garner, is that who played Elektra? It's so funny. Very funny. Oh, I gave up my energy sword for the fuel rod gun. I thought I was just happily shooting along with my plasma rifle. I didn't realize that I gave up my energy sword for the fuel rod gun. I'm a little bit peeved about that, actually. I want to see what these rooms look like in the remastered. Ooh. Rapture. BioShock is also a game I want to stream someday. I love BioShock. Very good series of games. BioShock, Dead Space. You might notice that I have a quite the propensity to enjoy Xbox 360 era games. This is true. This is true. Oh, you scared me. Oh. Good job. Oh my gosh. That guy with the shotgun has been doing nothing but good work for me. Nothing but good work for me.
A little help here.
I'm here. I'm here. I think we should give him a raise. If it were within my power, I'd give him a raise. There was something that moved over there. Sniper. We missed each other. I didn't miss the second time, though. I like movies. I'm a big fan of movies. I don't watch them as much as I probably should. I don't read. I don't watch. I play video game. That's what I do. I go to work and I play video game. Oh! What is that? What is that? That was drones, I think. But I do love movies, especially movies that are bad. I'm a big fan of films that are not necessarily considered that good. Oh. I'm not agreeing with the Needler drones. I'm not agreeing with the Needler drones. I find them to be morally repugnant, actually. If they ceased to shovel their drivel down my throat, I would be much happier for it. Oh, hello. Sword man. Okay. Let's get serious. Okay? No more movies. I was gonna talk about Shark Tale next, but you guys are just gonna have to wait. Because right now, I'm in gamer mode. I'm in serious Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, I think gamer mode gets me killed. Maybe one day I'll be somewhat decent at this game. I miss point blank. I miss point blank. I miss point blank. I miss point blank. I wonder how much shield honor guards actually have. Is it similar to a major, or is it something else? I don't know. There are many things I don't know. I feel like this is important. I also am comfortable enough to admit with the fact that I don't know. I don't know many things. A lot of people get really mad if you say you don't know. I've noticed that working the job that I do, people ask me a lot of questions, and I'll be like, actually, that's not my area of expertise. But I do know someone who does know, and they're like, well, why don't you know? And I'm like, well, it's not necessary for me to know in most circumstances. There are people who are specifically trained for the tasks that you are asking for, and I know them. I may not know the answer to your problems, but I do know who does. And they don't like that. Oh. That's a lot of sniper jackals. At least drones have enough health to die in a single beam rifle shot. That is a small mercy. I don't know if the fuel rod gun's any good at killing these things. Ooh. No, 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 no. I'm stuck in a corner. Okay, do your thing. Do your thing. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, okay. This is a fun playground to play around in. Bungie did a good job with this map. Oh! Hunters can do that on Heroic, huh? You cannot stand still, my friends. They can do that to you on Heroic. Okay, running in circles, running in circles, running in circles. Oh, there's one behind me, isn't there? He was behind me, wasn't he? I think I've hit a little bit of a wall. This is a difficult section. Oh, he didn't die from that. Needlers are a whole thing, man, aren't they? Because they track you. They have a little bit of tracking on them. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit of it. Dead. Yeah, look at that. Oy, oy, oy. Let me recharge my shield. Actually, I'm gonna go straight back out there and probably get myself killed again because I'm impatient. Yes, this is true fact. You are the bane of my dreams, my desires. When I have nightmares, they're of you. Covenant. Oh! That was unexpected. Huh. Huh. I didn't expect that to happen. I can't see it. Oh. Oh. I did not know that you could one-shot hunters with a beam rifle. That is good knowledge to have. Well, this is unfortunate. Fair trade, fair trade, fair trade. Yep. At least the beam rifles dropped by jackals have so much charge in them. But each shot is about 10 energy, so... You know? You get about 10 shots per beam rifle, but there are 17 trillion beam rifles because there are 17 trillion sniper jackals. Oh, why? Oh, this is the room with the invisible grunts. Huh, he's outsmarting me. where they aren't spec ops. They're just invisible grunts. I think that's really interesting. I don't know why they decided to do that, but I'm going to switch to a plasma rifle for now. Ooh, you think you're slick. Oh! I took a gamble. I took a gamble. He didn't need to be slick because my gamble didn't work out. I had hoped. I had hoped. We'll do that instead. Yeah. Fui yim, yeah. We're gonna use the fuel rod and energy sword. Very good, very good. This guy with the shotgun's been here for a long time. He is impressing me more and more. That shotgun is a deadly weapon in his hands. I don't know if I could have used it any better than he is. And I appreciate that. I love having a solid and dependable man at my side. Would you like to get married?
Take the lead, Chief.
I think that's a yes. Wedding bells are ringing. I've always wanted to marry an Australian. And as, when I say always, I mean that is a new dream as of meeting this man.
Regret's carrier just received a response from High Charity. A very well encrypted message from the Prophet of Truth. Listen to this. Your haste has jeopardized the fulfillment of our covenant, threatened our grand design. That you shall be spared a public display of our contempt is thanks only to Mercy and his wise counsel. Truth, Mercy, Regret. 3 prophet hierarchs. Killing Regret should shake up the covenant leadership. But frankly, it sounds like you might be doing Truth a favor.
Huh. Yeah, it seems like only one of them is named after a negative emotion. Because, like, Truth and Mercy aren't really even emotions, they're concepts. I guess Regret could be a concept as well, but it's mostly an emotion. So I wonder why that is. I don't know. It's interesting to me. We're gonna get another Marine and a little bit more ammo up here, but I think there's also a bunch of drones. Yes, more drones! This is not a very good bug zapper. Actually, I would not go out there at all.
Every member of the Covenant shall walk the path. None will be left behind when our great journey begins. That is the Prophet's age-old promise, and it shall be fulfilled.
That's both of the needle ones down.
Journey. Doesn't he know what these rings do?
Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't care. We're out. He's out, boys. He's out. Bail. That's a full ammo needler. The melee in Halo 1 was better for these. Oh, that's really bad because I'm gonna have to do that whole section again. This is a bad bug zapper, bad bug zapper, bad bug zapper. Well met. Givey. Ah! I thought I ran over his gun. I had not. No. No. Lovingly. No. Did my shotgun guy die? Finally.
This is my last run, Chief. I'm nearly out of fuel. We've secured the first tower cluster, so I'll set down there. Call when you're ready for evac.
Good stuff. Did he die? Or is he just hiding? I don't see him. He probably perished. That's unfortunate. He was a good man and an even better friend. Our marriage was very short. I'll honor your memory forever. Oh, you didn't have a lot of ammo. Yeah. Maybe not both. We have two. Yeah. Yeah, that's a better idea. That's probably a better idea. Sniper rifle, energy sword is always a good idea.
Target in sight. All right, hey.
I can't hit it. Can you hit it?
This is serious, man. Ha!
David Cross. Oh, we both shot.
Yeah, so when I shoot, I try to hit. Oh!
Hit the field.
I've been noticing it a lot with elites in this game, is that they get stuck in corners, stuck on things. I don't know if that's a remaster issue, because I don't remember them doing that, unless I just have a cursed copy, and that's why I'm getting, like, hitches and frame rate and stuff like that. It's my fault, once again. As it usually is, as it always is. The sniper rifle is, melee is disgustingly good in this one. Oh, but the jackals didn't care about it. The jackals did not care.
Down there.
Oh!
Okay, so you take care of it.
Hey, can we hit it? We do not hit those. Yeah. Stupid needlers. Making my life very difficult, by the by. We finished the show I was performing in, and it's always a bittersweet feeling to be done with the show you're performing. But they, you know, usually you do some sort of cast party, some sort of you gather all the castmates and you go somewhere and you have fun. But you know, I need 2 weeks notice in order to get out of my job, to get to ask off, and I work weekends. So they had, the entire show was kind of marked with this devil may care attitude towards scheduling, and they just announced, like, the final day of the final date of the show, that, oh, we're going to have our cast party just a week from now. And I was like, wait, I work weekends, I can't, because they announced it on a Sunday. And it's like, I work weekends, I can't make it to that. It was unfortunate. A lot of the thing was is that a lot of people said they couldn't make it to that. It just felt very just another long list of things that frustrated me about the scheduling for this event. Is that it didn't really seem to ask for our input on whether or not we could actually make that. So a lot of people complained about it in the chat, and now we have to find a new date. But, like, if you've ever played D&D, or if you've ever tried to, you know, schedule an event, or it is so difficult to get your adult friends to do anything. Here it comes. Here it comes. How did that happen?
That looked pretty painful.
It's so difficult to get anybody to schedule anything. I like this song. I didn't look up the track list again. And I really should have.
Like a squid, I'd be angry too. Hey, that was him, not me.
Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. They have a shield strength similar to miners, so you can actually get them in one headshot. Which is always nice. We like that for us. Next level. What is the next level? Sacred Icon? That's going to be a difficulty. I might start it. I don't know if I'll get all the way through it. I'm thinking my phone's about to die is one of the major issues we have right here. I don't want you to have that. I don't want him to have that. I feel like that's going to be really bad in the next area.
That's the largest Covenant fleet I've ever seen. The largest anyone's ever seen. Get inside the temple and kill Regret before it can stop us.
Yep, time to kill Regret.
Look at the size of that thing.
Again, the melee is quite interesting at times. The amount of forward momentum you can get is impressive and terrifying. Oh, how am I missing?
Hey, Mr. Spaghetti!
Mr. Spaghetti! If you say so. Where'd he go? Good stuff.
The Covenant fleet has launched multiple waves of phantoms. Too many for me to track. We don't have much time.
I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
There are honor guards all over this place. Watch your back.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, you run out of ammo quick, but these are, good stuff.
Can't be that bad on purpose. Who does that?
Yeah, this is why dual needlers were banned. That's why. Ooh, he's got his gun. He's got his crazy gun. Yeah, me too, bud. Come here.
There's the target. Take him out.
The elite just watching this happen. No! Lovingly, don't let it happen. Don't let it happen.
Attack! Demon must die.
I think David Cross just died. Oh, man. Man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's try again. Do, 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 do.
The great journey will not be postponed.
Okay. Here we go.
Take him out.
I'm trying not to die this time. He's just this is so scuffed. Lovingly, this is so scuffed. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The stupid energy sword elites. Just following you. Oh, 117. That's the exact number of needles we have. That means we're gonna win. Right? That means we're gonna win. This is our moment. Same. Alright. That was awesome, him getting dragged by that. Very silly to me. Okay, where's the energy sword guy? You and me, bud, we're gonna have an honorable sword duel. Yeah, very honorable.
Very well, human. I will come to you.
Oh! That was scary. No, that's so unfair. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. That's so unfair. I disagree with that profusely. Ugh, this is very difficult, not because of the Prophet, but because of his honor guards, which I guess, you know, that's why they're there. They're, you know, making it difficult to get to him.
There's the target. Take him out.
Oh, but he killed me there. He's got a kill count. He's got a kill count. He's got a kill count. There are people who beat this game on Legendary. There are people who beat this game on Legendary Deathless. They are much more cautious than I am, but they still do it. Which, hurts my feelings. Okay, let's try again.
Attack! Demon must die.
Unfortunately, the dual needle seems like one of the best ways to deal with him. But the problem is that you have to go pick up your other needle. Yeah, I dare to interrupt your sermon, my friend. He wanted very hard to run at me. Come on, die. Oh, is he back? There we go. Oh, and down he goes. Yep, they just run to the end there.
To fire on our position. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, very good. Very good. What a boss fight, you know what I'm saying? They had their boss fights in this video game, and by the god... Oh, hey! Okay, Moa statue. I didn't know that. I didn't notice that. That's interesting. I guess there's a Moa statue for all those who need to destroy those and or look at them in the campaign. I don't know what the achievement is. That was interesting. Here is the Grave Mind. Important character.
This is not your grave. But you are welcome in it.
Grave Mind, voiced by D. Bradley Baker, who you might know as the voice of Appa and Momo and just about every single creature in every single cartoon. The guy is prolific. He has voiced a ton of characters, such as like Brainiac and the like. Let's see if we can avoid screen hitching, tearing, and other things. There's no way the Honor Guard helmets would fit those brood heads. Oh, but they just put them on anyways.
This is unprecedented. Unacceptable.
A hierarch is dead, Commander.
His murderer was within our grasp. If you had not withdrawn our phantoms...
Are you questioning my decision?
No, Holy One. I only wish to express my concern that the brutes...
Recommissioning the Guard was a radical step. But recent events have made it abundantly clear that the elites can no longer guarantee our safety.
I shall relay your decision to the Council.
Nod of recognition.
Politics, how tiresome. Do you know, Arbiter, the elites have threatened to resign, to quit the High Council, because of this exchange of hats?
We have always been your protectors.
These are trying times for all of us.
Even as the humans' annihilation filled us with satisfaction, the loss of one of the sacred rings racked our hearts with grief.
Putting aside our sorrow, we renewed our faith in the prophecy that other rings would be found, and see how our faith has been rewarded.
I love their floaty chairs.
Its divine wind will rush through the stars, propelling all who are worthy along the path to salvation.
But how to start this process? For ages we searched for one who might unlock the secrets of the rings. An oracle. And with your help, we found it.
With appropriate humility, we plied the oracle with questions, and it, with clarity and grace, has shown us the key.
I love how his
You will
language.
journey to the surface of the ring and retrieve this sacred icon.
He seems to be very, 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 very bought into the idea.
Salvation for all.
And begin the great journey.
Once the shield is down, we will head straight to the library. I do not wish to keep the hierarchs waiting.
The human that killed the Prophet of Regret. Who was it?
Who do you think?
The demon is here?
Why? Looking for a little payback?
Retrieving the icon is my only concern.
Of course.
Pretty area. Too bad it's the way it is. Alright, no one's going to survive. I think this is the only level in this series that you have jackals as your allies.
Lower the shield, Arbiter. I'll pick you up when you finish.
Enforcers only appear in this game. They would have been cool in 3, but they only appear in this game. The big boys, the ones that they call for when things get a little bit too floody. I think there was a disconnect between the level designers and the cutscene creators, because if you notice, the level itself is at night, and the cutscenes seem to happen during the day. So I'm wondering why and how that happened. It's not like the most egregious of continuity errors. It's just an interesting one to have. Huh. You scared of it, bud? That's okay. You can be afraid. Slip and slide. Water slide. I haven't been to a water park in ages. I have no reason to go. I feel like that's not a very... it's not a super adult activity. Water parks. Amusement parks, too. There's really not much reason to go there as an adult human being. Maybe. I bet there would be way more whimsy in my life if I decided to do things such as that for the fun of it, rather than because it's... Yeah, but it's like going to a water park as an adult male by yourself. That's a little odd. It's a little strange. But, again, it would probably be way more whimsical if I did. If I didn't care about the optics of that. If I just decided to go have fun for the sake of having fun. You know? I feel like a lot of life would be But would I even realistically have fun at a water park? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, that's a cute line. I don't know if they're gonna spawn more. Yep. This is the Covenant Carbine is quite good at dealing with Forerunner tech, huh? I remember throwing a grenade into those ports, and that's what would destroy them. But you don't need to do that. You can just shoot them with the Covenant Carbine because this gun's awesome. I did not know that. I thought you had to be like using an explosive to break them. Ah, the innocence of youth, assuming such things without ever actually testing whether or not it's true. Because, like, look how quickly that destroys those. Good stuff. If I outrun my enemies, they don't need to follow me. Or outrun my allies, not my enemies. I'm usually trying to outrun my enemies, and I get shot in the back for it, because cowardice earns its reward. I don't like that you all have needlers. That makes me nervous. Then don't. I have no needs for cowards like you. Lovely individuals. Good stuff. I'm not super excited for the Enforcer fight. Yeah, look, no hitching or tearing in the frames. Oh, they kind of have a marathon symbol. On it. It's very clear in the original that it's meant to be a marathon symbol, but it looks even more clear here. Good stuff. I picked up a plasma grenade. Is there ammunition anywhere around here? Yeah, there we go. Alright, this next area is gonna suck. They always give the Arbiter the fights against the Flood. Huh. Yeah, let me get out of that. Cool. Interesting little thing. Interesting that they smoothed out a lot of the Forerunner's designs here, because this is very... Well, it looks more industrial than it ended up in the remaster. It actually smoothed out a lot of the things that was happening in the original. It's an interesting change to me. Like, that's fascinating. Hi, Phantom. I always wanted, back when they did Mega Blocks for Halo, I always wanted the Phantom real bad. It's one of my favorite Covenant vehicles, and the Phantom set had Ripa Mora Me in it, the Prophet from Halo Wars, because Mega Blocks started with the Halo Wars IP and not Halo proper. So they for a while tried to pretend that they were doing it all for Halo Wars. Coward. Elite Sentinel Beam. This is gonna suck. Fighting the Flood always does. I guess I could turn invisible and try to walk past all of them. Here we have our Flood-infected humans. Why don't you guys play with each other? Is the door open? Yeah. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. You guys can play with each other. There's no contract binding me to fight all these enemies. I don't have to do it. I can simply outrun them. I used to stay into that room until every single enemy was dead. And let me tell you, that's actually way less fun than just simply running past them. This isn't the library. I'm not checked by gates. I can just go. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. Don't do it. No, don't do it. And this is why we like to run. Because the enemy's scary. Hi. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna use your pistol. Yeah, I wanted the headshot bonus. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. Because the Flood take more damage from like kinetic weaponry than they do plasma weaponry. It's plasma weaponry is like plasma weaponry is practically useless against the Flood in this game. It's really good in 1 and 3 and really bad in 2 for whatever reason. I don't know. Ooh, shotgun. That's what we're gonna be using.
We'll hold down as long as we can. Get her off me! Suppressive fire! Suppressive fire!
Yeah. The Flood. The Flood. Good stuff. Less good. Where's your head, sir? I'm gonna switch to the frag grenade because it's also better on the Flood. Okay. Well, I mentioned way back. I want to talk about Shark Tale, and I still kind of do. I think that movie's really bad, and I seem to be in the minority with that opinion amongst like people in my age range who remember it fondly from their youth. But I think that movie's really bad. Like, in a way that's entertaining. I love Martin Scorsese in that film. That's so funny that that's one of his... Like, he does not do a lot of film roles. And he did Shark Tale. That's awesome. That's really funny. I might go watch Shark Tale after this, now that I'm talking about it. I wanna... That would be a good thing to go to sleep to, I think. It's on Netflix, I think. But it's just not good. I don't know what Jack Black is doing in that movie. I don't know. Well, like, I know what he's doing, but I don't want to believe that that's what he's doing. And wow. Will Smith as a fish, right, is a whole thing. There's just a lot of jokes in that movie that just do not land for me, and they just come off as really, really bad. And it's like, this is a children's film. It's basically a mob movie with some really interesting implications about the world that they live in that I don't want to explore, that I really don't want to have to explore. It's kind of like thinking about Cars, right? Where the world building is just the worst. I think about Cars a lot, actually. You might have noticed that I spend a lot of my time thinking about children's animated movies, and this is true. They occupy a big part of my brain. I think about them a lot. I'm a big fan of a lot of those films. They're comfort to me. I am largely nostalgia-driven, as we may have noticed from my love for both my boomer games and my love towards animated movies of my childhood. So, but I do adult things every now and then too. Don't worry. I am not entirely absorbed into media of my childhood. I do other things too. I just really enjoy those, and I like talking about them from a critical standpoint, because I feel like one of my least favorite things that people do is that because it's made for children, therefore it can be lazy or it can be bad. And I'm like, wouldn't children deserve the best effort we can give them? Are they not the most precious things that we have? They should be treated with all the sense and dignity that you would treat an adult, and especially their media. Their hearts and minds are just as important as yours, and just because they're a child doesn't mean that you can look down on them. I don't know. I despise that, actually, that reasoning. Oh, it's children's content, you shouldn't care. And it's like, no, we should discern children's content far more than... Like, you can watch something that's stupid as an adult. You should watch stuff that's stupid as an adult, you know, like, enjoy, have some levity. But as a child, you should absolutely care about what you're feeding them. Because they're in their formative years. They're growing to become a human being, and you would hope that they have educational content, stuff that makes them more well-adjusted, more capable of understanding their feelings, more just prepared for the way that the world is and the way that the world can be. I don't know. That's a long rant and tangent that has very little to do with the fact that I'm playing Halo 2 on Twitch, right? But I don't know. It's something that's very near and dear to my heart, is the idea that people don't see children as people, they see them as property. And they see them as the soldiers for the next, you know, that we can mold them, shape them, control what they should be, and that's not what they are. They're human beings that deserve our support and our love and our guidance. And I'm dead again. Shot in the back with a shotgun. I guess do these count as human enemies? Is this Bungie's tongue-in-cheek way of having us fight the UNSC? They're certainly using a lot of UNSC weaponry. Is that better than just holding it? Just holding the fire button? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people, they say that, like, dealing with children is a mystery. It's so hard to understand them. And it's like, they're just little people. They're just little people who haven't figured out how to deal with their emotions yet. So if you can regulate your emotions and model that for them, they'll regulate theirs. Sure, there will be tantrums, there will be frustrations, there will be meltdowns, and there will be moments where they do things that aren't intelligent. They'll make mistakes, but you have to be understanding towards that because, you know, this is their first time on Earth. This is their first go-around. They don't exactly know why licking doorknobs is bad, and it's your job as someone who knows why licking doorknobs is bad to teach them that. A lot of people just dismiss them. They dismiss their feelings. They think that their feelings is less, and it's like, that's the biggest feeling they've ever felt. It's real to them. It might not be real to you, but it's real to them, and you have to... It's a lot of people are like, oh, you're not, you know, they're never going to learn. You're coddling them. Right? And it's like, no, the big difference between coddling a child and caring for a child is boundaries, right? Like when they're throwing a fit about bedtime or nap time, or it's like, hey, it's 8 p.m. We need to put Chase from Paw Patrol away, right? We're gonna go to bed, and a meltdown follows, right? If you're an adult, right? If you are, with your developed brain, acting as you are right now, and you get inconvenienced, and you want to get mad, and you want to start a fight, and you want to hurt someone else, what is the most efficient way to piss you off more? It's to treat you like what you're doing is a joke, right? Is to have the other person laugh at you or scream at you. That is the only way, like, that only escalates. That only escalates. And it's true for children too, right? When you scream at them and they fall apart and they go into, that's fear. You're so scary that they're afraid they're gonna get hurt. And that's not good. That's not good. So you shouldn't rule your child through the fear of getting hurt. You should model why that anger is an ineffective emotion to get what they want. And you need to be able to set clear boundaries. So get on their level, understand where they're coming from. Chase from Paw Patrol has to go to bed too, right? And it sucks, and it's not very fun, but he will be there tomorrow, and you guys can play then. And if they're still losing their mind, if they're still freaking out, you gotta give them a little bit of time. But, like, I feel like the worst thing you can do to a child is make them feel like they don't matter, right? That's the worst thing you can do to a child, is make them feel like they don't matter or that their emotions don't matter. That raises very, very maladapted adults. That raises some people who have issues with dealing with their emotions in their adulthood. I don't know. I'm not a child care expert. I just feel very strongly about the care and treatment of children, I guess. I'm very worried for, I think, the future of child care. It's something that I think about a lot. About how, oh, I'm in trouble. In the modern day and age, youngins are getting treated not only by their parent, but also by the state. But again, I'm not a political commentator. I play Halo 2 on the internet. This is a very long tangent. This is a very long tangent. So I'm not trying to say anything divisive or potentially, you know, I'm not trying to start any fights. It's just something that I think about a lot. Oh, another thing that really gets me is that, I'm gonna say this. I despise it when people are like, we should care about children because they're our most precious resource. Oy, oy, oy. Why are you talking about human beings like that? I don't like that way to talk about people. I don't like describing people as resources. That, as they say on the internet, gives me the ick. Yeah, that's okay. We're good here. Okay, that went a little bit better than last time. Oh, that's a lot of button things behind me. Energy sword might be good. I think I want to keep the shotgun, though. I'm really liking the shotgun. I like the shotgun in this game. It's not as good as the one... Well, controversial statement time. I think I like this shotgun better than the 1-in-1. I think I do. Controversial statement. I wasn't big on Halo 2's, Halo 2 was on Xbox Live. It's like the game that established Xbox Live. Halo 1 is the game that established the Xbox. Halo 2 is the game that established Xbox Live. But I didn't play Halo 2 on Xbox Live because I was very little when it came out. And there was no way my parents were going to pay for Xbox Live for me. I didn't get Xbox Live until I was around like 11 or 12, and I played Reach online a lot. SWAT and Infection, mostly, were my favorites. shotguns and DMRs. But, okay. It's like 2 in the morning, but I'm yapping, I'm having a good time, but I can go watch Shark Tank. I should probably do that. So I'm talking as if I have already won the level. This is not true. This is a difficult section. So, I might die a few times here. But, for right now, we're doing okay. Yeah. Life's good, life's good, life's good, life's good. Yeah. No. See, like, that run is so crazy. Where they're just smacking over and over and over and over again. They can get so many kills that way. Please stop smacking it. Yeah. Oh, I guess, like, at some point, the elites will just immediately pop the foe. What should I do? I should quit. I should quit. Last night, we ended in the middle of an arbiter. Like, they cut the levels by 2 every time. So I should end here, too. That would be prudent. That would be the correct decision to make. Ugh, I hate acting prudently, though. I like acting against my better interests. No, it's fine. We'll quit here. Yes. They made a Mega Block set of that, too. I wanted it, too. I wanted every Mega Block set that came out for Halo.
What are you doing?
Love Halo. I'm doing the best that I can. Iratos. You know what? You're gonna be a heretic today. Oh! Oh dear. Painful. Give me that. Running low, is it? It actually was. There's so much personality in these video games, man. They fit so much personality in my ding-dang video game. What a lovely experience this one is. Maybe I won't die again.
What are you doing?
I'm not gonna reference Oogie Boogie a second time. Oh man, Nightmare Before Christmas. There's a movie that might be one that would be good to watch soon. I love Halloween. I think it's my favorite holiday. I love spooky things. I love the macabre. I love the occult. I love yokai. I love ghosts. I'm very excited. My friends recently came to watch my show, and they stayed over the night because they had to cross state lines to come watch it. And I've been obsessed with Dan. I've been obsessed with it. I don't watch a lot of anime. I'm not a big anime fan. I remember seeing a textbook once that I absolutely agree with, where one of the worst things about anime, if you are an avid anime watcher, is that there's a lot of anime in anime, right? Like the concept, you know? And everybody has a certain tolerance for anime. So when you recommend an anime to someone, you have to be very mindful of what their tolerance is and how much it is in the content that you're trying to recommend. And Dan manages to stay away from that line for me personally. I adore that anime. But that is to say, I made them... They don't watch things without me. And when I moved states, suddenly they stop watching the media that I want them to watch because they don't watch things without me there to talk to them about it. As you might have noticed, I love to deep dive into the trivia of things that I enjoy. So I sit there and I talk to them about it, and now because I can't do that for them, they don't watch things. So while they were here, I made them sit down and watch as much as I could get them to watch before they had to leave. I think we got to Season 2, Episode 4. And if I hadn't yapped so much, we would have gone farther. Well, I also had a few other friends come from around where I live here, and they wanted to hang out with them too, because we're all on the Discord servers together. We all play video games together when I'm not doing this. So, of course, they wanted to come hang out. And we talked for a long time there, too, because they had... One of my friends was in the other cast of my show. My friends came to watch my cast do it. We all talked about the differences between the cast, the differences between performances, what scenes were better, which scenes people liked. So it was a lovely experience, and I made them watch a lot of my favorite anime. That right now, I don't know if there will ever be one that's better for me. He's invincible. I don't think the level will end until we kill that guy. We're gonna have to kill this guy. Sucks that he doesn't come help us at the end of this level. Yep, quarantine zone. Quarantine zone. This level is hard, if I remember correctly. This level's difficult. Well, I think that's going to be where we start next time, though. Thank you for letting me yap. I hope you enjoyed the stream. You have yourself a wonderful night. I'm going to go watch Shark Tale. Good night. Bye-bye.